This small team of number crunchers has the answer to that question. They work for Canada's first parliamentary budget officer, a new office created by the Tories to help tell Canadians what things cost. Their first job, tallying up the complete and true cost of the Afghan mission. And they're almost ready. But the question, should it be released during an election campaign?
At a minimum, it would take an all-party agreement, and probably we'd be setting a precedent for, in a kind of a Canadian context, for putting this report out.
After 6 years in Afghanistan, Canadian voters still have no idea what the full financial cost is. MPs were asked to extend the mission to 2011 without an idea of a price tag. Page says parliamentarians should have better access than that.
Certainly for parliamentarians in opposition, they have an important oversight role to make sure they should know, as you said, what those costs are. It's be important to get it, to get the kind of transparency we need going forward.
Then MP Paul Dewar asked how much is Canada spending on equipping our troops. The only answer he got was this statement from Parliamentary Secretary James Moore. Our acquisition information system does not specifically identify military equipment for use in Afghanistan.
If you do not have the facts about how much we're spending, we're actually having a debate in a vacuum.
An internal Defense Department document obtained by CanWest News shows that as of last year, the estimated cost of the mission was $8.1 billion, a quarter of that spent in the final 6 months of 2007 as the Taliban insurgency grew. The government won't tell Canadians that or any other total number.
It's a big, big mission, both the military and civilian, by any measure.
One thing that Canadians haven't seen yet and hasn't been discussed are those veterans-related costs. To look at those actuarial type of costs, and I think the experiences, particularly in the United States, where there's been a lot of casualties, particularly in the Iraq War, they could be very substantial.
So, of course, our big question, how substantial? That the government may be in the range of 20 to 30 billion once medical, humanitarian, and veterans affairs are all taken into account. Does that sound like a crazy number to you?
It's a big number.
Is it too big?
It's a big number, and it's a big range as well.
20 to 30 billion. 10 to 20 billion? That would be more like it.